Oh goodness, what an awful heat it is today. So, ignition, into first gear and off the stand. There we go. Now the one thing I like about the Goldwing is you stick it in reverse and there you go. So if you've never rid one of these before, all you do is you stick it into reverse with the reverse button, press the starter like I'm doing, and the bike reverses back itself using the starter as a motor. Quite clever. Anyway, enough of that. We are going for the coffee run. Beautiful day for it. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh. So let's have a look and see what the temperature is. We'll go the long way. So the temperature today outside is 32 degrees. That's outside temperature. So it's not too bad. So this is me using my GoPro with a DJI mic, but it's the mini mic. But I'll still got it connected to the bit that goes on the top of the GoPro. I can connect the mini mic straight onto the GoPro via Bluetooth, but the volume's really low on it. So yeah, you're just as well putting the top bit on, getting the proper volume, I think. Now, hopefully it's so hot today there's no many people out. So how do you carry two Lattes, sorry I'm shouting, how do you carry two Lattes on a Honda Goldwing? I'll show you in a moment. Oh, I need to clear this, I don't know, my windscreen's not very good. It's a bit scratchy and hazy. I think I need to replace this one as well for a new one. And then I'll be able to see better through it. I can just see over the top of it, which is just enough for me, because it keeps the wind out of my face, it stops the bees going in my helmet, because believe you me, there's nothing worse than a bee going in your helmet. 2 and a bit years ago, that's when I got a bee wet in my helmet and stung my face, and I went into anaphylactic shock. I think I've got a video. If you go previously in the video, previous videos, I've got a video about it. But yeah, I think it was a mixture of that and anxiety, because I've been suffering a lot of anxiety and stuff like that, you know. So that wouldn't help it. And yeah, I went into shock and my body just started shutting down. And that took about the paramedics came out and it took about 4 shots of, what is it, they put in you? Adrenaline? Yeah, 4 shots of adrenaline till I was right, or till I could sort of get back to some sort of normal. That was horrible, horrendous. I wouldn't want that on anybody, wish that on anybody. Right, come on. You're a bit behind though. Oh wow. And I'm out in my t-shirt, as you'll have noticed, because I'm just going round the corner to McDonald's. I'm usually quite adamant on wearing protective gear. I always wear protective gear. Oh man, it's 32 degrees. Which is nothing really. I've seen me going to work, you know, uniform on, bike jacket over the top, and it's hitting near enough 40 degrees. Not so much going to work, but coming back for work. you know, if I've been an early shift, or indeed going to work on a late shift, I've seen up about that, and that is something else. But I think it gets to a certain temperature, like a certain heat temperature, you get to a point where it doesn't matter if it gets any hotter, you know, you're just the same. Just now past these cars. Not that I want to break any speed limits or anything, but I must admit, you know, I found the biking community in Australia really close. You know, if you're out for a ride somewhere, and whether you're belting up a country road or up a freeway or anything like that, you know, if there's another bike, they always join in with you and ride up the road with you. I remember I was out for a ride one day, and I think it was on the KTM, or was it the MT-01? I think it was the MT-01. And I went away down to a little river, and then I thought, right, I'll go for there up the freeway back to Wyndham Vale. So as I'm coming out the freeway, here is this group of bikes. I don't know what club they were, haven't got a clue. There must have been about 30 of them, and they're going up, and they've got their colours on and everything like that, and they're going up the road, and I started pulling out. So some of them pulled over, you know, to let me out, and I pulled out at the back of them, but there was a guy, it must have been their tail end Charlie, and I signalled to me, just you go, I'll go behind. So yeah, I joined the group, and we rode about 10 k's up the road till I got back to Wyndham Vale, and they all gave a bit of a wave, you know. It's quite a friendly community, even the bike clubs, you know, most of them are quite good. Even, dare I say, outlaw ones, you never get any bother for them, you know. They've got their own agendas, you know, they're not interested in solo riders or other groups. I mean, I'm part of the Blue Knights Motorcycle Club, and the Blue Knights Motorcycle Club's made out of law enforcement, you know, whether it's police corrections, border force, sheriff's office, you name it. If you're in law enforcement, you can join the club, providing you're eligible, you meet the rest of the criteria. And it's a really good club, because everybody that's in it, because we work for law enforcement, everybody in the club knows what each other goes through, you know, with stress and anxiety and all that sort of thing, because there's nothing worse than, you know, being in the prisons or the police or anything like that, because yeah, you take shit all day. So, but joining the Blue Knights Motorcycle Club's absolutely fantastic, because everybody's going, you know, we're all in the same boat, we've all been through the same things. Somebody stole my neutral. There we go. Side stand down. Right, I'm going in for my coffee. There I am. In the mirror, isn't that brilliant? Right, I'm going to go and get my coffee. So, got the coffees. Just need to open the boot, lift out my bag, up my wee hatch. Put my coffees in. Hey dear. Take that back on, stop them from bouncing out and spilling. That in, that down. And then ride. I love these wee fingerless gloves. I even wear them in winter time. I think they're so much better. You can take your helmet on and off without, you know, having to remove your gloves. And right, let's go. You just got to be careful over the bumps or the coffee's everywhere. I lost my microphone. I came out of the shop and I'm trying to put my helmet on. Where's my microphone? I put it in my pocket. It's not in my pocket, I've dropped it. Walked into McDonald's, had a look, nah. Back out, nah. And then I thought, you know what? If I, hang on, set the volume on this. If a wee bump. If I put the camera on and watch mic volume, when I get near it, you'll see it, you know, it shows the volume, the level with the mic. So I put the camera on, walked into McDonald's. Anybody seen a mic lying about? No. I wasn't showing anything on the camera, so obviously the mic wasn't there. Walked back out. I got back to the bike, and there it was, loud as anything. It's out here, so it's not on me. I must have dropped it on the road, so I'm looking about on the road, trying to find this microphone. Nah, can't find it. Ah well, bugger of me, because the other one, the pairs at my mate's, left it in his car. So I thought, oh well, I'll need to go back to the old mics again. No, there was a problem with them, they worked fine. So I gets on the bike and I grabbed the key to turn it on, and there's a microphone stuck to my keys. So I must have stuck it in the same pocket as my keys, and the magnet magnetised itself to, well, not the key, but the key remote, the key fob. So, whew, thank goodness for that. Tell you, the problems I have with these things, you know, losing things, I don't know if it's age or just stupidity. You know, I should have realised when I stuck it in my pocket where my keys were that it's going to magnetise onto the keys. But however, just one of these things. So that's your, I think that's your closest McDonald's to the house. It's only a couple of minutes away, it's ideal. Especially when you can go on a beautiful day like this on the bike. I still prefer the bike like, to using the car. I mean, I love driving the Jeep, but you can't beat the bike. Especially in this weather. And it's no so keen on going on the back of the bike these days. She finds it just too uncomfortable. She has a bother with, oh no, arthritis of some kind. And she gets a sore back, you know, especially like if you go over a slight bump, to her it's like being hit in the back with a hammer, you know, she really feels it. And there's a couple of times I've went out on the bike and it says, you want to come? No, I'm fine. So I try not to encourage her out on the bike because of that. See, like that wee bump I just went over, it was nothing. I felt it, but it was nothing for me. For her, that would have been her crippled. I'd have had to go back to the house. But however, I've got that wee ZZR, and the ZZR, she used to have a bike, a Kawasaki GPS 250, and she loved that wee bike. Was it a GPS, a GPZ 250? And she loved that bike, you know, and it was quick. For a 250, I mean, it was quick. So I've got that ZZR, which is virtually similar in height and size and everything, so I might see if she's keen on riding it, you know, once you get it restored. And if she likes it, then yeah, just get it registered and everything. And although it's 31 years old now, if I put in club plates it would be better, but realistically I'd rather just register it, get it on the road. It'd be quite good. Yeah, a wee bike to run about with, you know, if we're going to be locally, you can ride in that, because you don't feel bumps as much in the rider's seat as you do in the passenger seat. Anybody that rides a bike and have travelled passenger will know that, but riding passenger you do feel the bumps more. So yeah, I'll maybe do that. Anyway, that's me, got my coffees and I'm just about to turn into the house here. So if you stuck with me, thanks for watching. It's just a quick one, another quick coffee run, but I'll catch you all soon. I've got some work on the bikes coming up shortly, so yeah, it could be on the GPZ just to get that done first, and then the rest. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye for now.